I'm sorry, guys. Okay, guys, can you hear me better now? Is the sound better now? Please let me know as you come in. I'm sorry, we had a bit of a technical issue. My microphone stopped working, and then my camera stopped working, and it was all a disaster. Thank you, El Duende, for helping under this difficulty. And I hope that the people that were here can start coming back. Let's give them some time so they can start logging back in. And yep, very happy to have you back. Very happy to be here. I know that a lot of people were already in the previous live stream. Hopefully we can bring them back. So I'll just go over a few pieces of news while we wait. We're talking about Zimbabwe. Surprisingly, Zimbabwe has managed to become one of the countries with the least HIV. Now, it's from something that is quite challenging. From the perspective of a really poor country, Zimbabwe has a lot worse economy than their neighbor South Africa. And not the resources to medicine seems to be a lot better. So here we know that we want to give power to governments to ensure that everybody has access to PrEP medicine, as we were saying. Two notable products, the dapivirine vaginal ring and long-acting injectable cabotegravir, gained approval from regulatory agencies in Europe and North Africa. Sorry, guys, I'm not sure if you can hear me correctly. Please confirm you can hear me. Now, Grain Kane, we feel like you are trolling in the chat box. So if you have any questions, serious questions, we are happy to assist you. But if not, we're going to have to ban you. This is your last warning, okay, Grain? I want only serious questions. I don't want any form of comedy. This is a serious live stream. So please, if you're not going to follow the rules, you can go to a different live stream. But if you're going to stay, please be respectful, okay? Now, as we were saying, despite approvals in certain regions, accessibility remains a difficulty for Zimbabwe. The lengthy process involves rigorous submissions detailing extensive clinical data, leading to delays in product availability. Many countries lack access to these revolutionary products despite their proven efficacy. However, Zimbabwe stands as a beacon of efficiency in this scenario. The international partnerships for microbicides swiftly pursued approval for the dapivirine vaginal ring, following WHO microbicides swiftly pursued approval for the dapivirine vaginal ring. Following WHO pre-qualification, it's submitting this dossier in February 2021. The Medicines Control Agency of Zimbabwe, already familiar with the product due to previous trials conducted in the country, utilized an expedited abridged review, granting approval on July 6, 2021, making the world's first national approval. This approval of long-acting cabotegravir followed a similar trajectory. Having been approved by the US FDA, it underwent an accelerated review in Zimbabwe, receiving approval on the same day as the dapivirine vaginal ring. The expedited Zimbabwe's regulatory success can be attributed to several strategies, including leveraging stringent authority approvals like the US FDA or EMA to trigger expedited reviews, fostering collaboration within regulatory divisions, relying on WHO pre-qualification for quality assurance, and engaging in regional collaborations to enhance regulatory capacity and pharmacovigilance. This remarkable achievement in Zimbabwe underscores the importance of collaboration and shared resources among nations, especially in Africa, the continent that has the most problems with HIV and the largest number of deaths. So, utilizing reviews by stringent regulatory agencies and streamlining processes could significantly enhance access to innovative HIV prevention across the whole continent of Africa. As we celebrate Zimbabwe's pioneering strides in HIV prevention, let's recognize the invaluable lessons learned and look forward to a future where collaborative efforts propel us closer to a widespread access to effective HIV prevention tools. Now, we're going to, before we finish the live stream today, we're going to go over one last piece of news that we wanted to share with our community. It's about the latest in HIV data. In Novotech's latest report, the cutting-edge developments in HIV research are explored, showcasing the potential of long-acting injectable vaccines and gene editing to revolutionize HIV treatment, offering hope for enhanced life quality and the pursuit of a HIV cure. The report offers a global outlook on HIV epidemiology, shedding light on significant variations in prevalence and incidence among different regions. Eastern and Southern Africa experienced the most substantial impact, while Asia Pacific and Western and Central Africa also struggle with considerable cases. In contrast, Western and Central Europe and North America report relatively lower figures. Socioeconomic differences, limited healthcare access, and cultural practices significantly contribute to higher prevalence in some regions. Simultaneously, stronger healthcare systems and awareness programs benefit others, shaping the diverse landscape of HIV prevalence worldwide. In 2022, new global HIV infections were predominantly seen in Eastern and Southern Africa and Asia Pacific, highlighting the complex and multifaced influences affecting HIV prevalence and incidence globally. UNICEF predicts the persistence of the HIV epidemic among teenagers and young people until 2050. Remember that the WHO has said that the cure will be available by 2030, or that they're working towards that goal. They haven't promised. They said they're working towards that goal. Moving into the global HIV clinical trial landscape, antiretroviral therapy, or ART, has been essential in preventing mother-to-child transmission, reducing viral replication, and achieving undetectable levels, minimizing transmission risks. However, daily adherence remains crucial, although healthcare disruptions may necessitate medication switches to counter HIV drug resistance. The landscape for HIV clinical trials since 2018 spans over 1,000 trials, led by Asia Pacific, Europe, and North America. Different regions focus on various trial phases with varying completion rates, highlighting the robust research environment of certain areas. Funding distribution for HIV and AIDS significantly changes across locations, and that's the problem we're always talking about. While some places continue to have really good access to medication to ensure they're treating HIV efficiently, other places don't, creating disparity, creating a worse situation for those involved. So, ongoing research in HIV treatment explores innovative drug formulations, vaccines, and gene editing. We speak about all these things every week with every single small update or every small mention from any doctor worldwide that relates to this. We are able to make progress. We are able to see that the light at the end of the tunnel. We're able to shed some light in people's lives and let them know that the cure will be here, that they will not die without a cure. But we also want to call some people out. For now, we have antiretroviral treatments. That is the form, the medicine we're using to have a strict control of HIV in our bodies. We need to stick to the medicine. We can't stop taking it unless our doctor or people at our medical care center have told us to stop. Why is this? You might be wondering. But Actual Edge, we don't want to be taking ART. We want a functional cure. Well, you're going to have to take the ART for now. You can't switch. You can't stop taking it. And that would lead, if you stop taking it, to a situation where you're going to be in a worse possible scenario, which is dying young or suffering. If you take your ART every day, you're going to stay safe. I know that at times it's not what you want, but it's what you have to do. And essential to know that in some places in the world, I know that the audience of Actual Edge doesn't usually like to listen to negative news, but HIV is rising. Again, because a lack of resources. Now, guys, we're going, due to the previous technical difficulties, we're going to ensure that our next live stream will not have any problems. And we're very sorry for the previous live stream getting cut. I imagine that you can watch this, you'll be watching this re-uploaded. We will upload it in two different parts. The previous live would be live stream from the 6th of January 2024, part 1. And this one will be part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1, make sure that you see all the questions we've answered there and all the positive pieces of news that we shared. The vaccine for HIV is closer now than it's ever been. Guys, stay safe out there. Thank you very much for staying here, for being with Actual Edge for this time, and see you soon. Bye, everybody.